A very common part on these older Firebirds is this map pocket. And as you can see, mine has seen better days. It's sagging, it's kind of falling down. It just clips in with some clips on the dashboard. And my friend Mike was good enough to give me another one. So we're gonna go ahead and unclip this one and put the new one in. Alright, that's off. We'll give that a bit of a cleaning and pop the new one in. This is just some Meguiar's all-purpose cleaner. There's the completed map pocket. I also went ahead and put in this little under tray piece. I still have the lower tray out because the computer's got to come out when I pull this engine. Still have a cracked dash. I'll figure out what to do with that. I've got a new console. Gonna change the seats for sure. Definitely gonna change the carpet. I need to pull this door pocket off. It has a crack there. I'm gonna repair that. I've got the other one off because I'm repairing it as well. Next, I think we're gonna get in here and change this third brake light lens, which is really nasty. You can see instead of being red, it's just faded and nasty looking. I got a brand new one from Hawk's Performance, brand new one, so I'm gonna get in the hatch and change that out. Okay, I have a T15. This should be fairly simple. There's just two screws, one on either side. There's one. There's the other. All right. Well, there's the lens. Yeah, that thing's nasty. Okay, there's one little clip you just press right here, and that releases it on either side. Then you can pull it out. This one's cracked. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna clean this little area And this, that's pretty nasty too. There's what the new one looks like. Look at that. Yeah. All right, hold tight. I'm gonna get some stuff, clean this crap out, then we'll throw it back in. Waffle weave for the win. I should probably make sure this light works. Nope, the light doesn't work. Of course the light doesn't work. Why would it work? And it's different. It's a 3156. All right, well, I have no 3156 bulb. I've actually never heard of that before. I guess it's just for center mount stoplights. And so, rather than prolong putting this in, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it in, and I'll order one on Amazon. Maybe I'll just go directly to an LED bulb. Not a big deal either way. Got this all cleaned up. So essentially all I need to do is pop this lens in here. Which should go something like this. Bam. Look how nice that looks. Good job, Hawks. And this hooks in here. Just like that. And then those two screws go back in. And bam, we have a good lens with no working bulb in it. But this car's not going anywhere for a while, so it'll be okay. Okay. And I'm using a little Milwaukee M12. You don't need anything hard, heavy to run these in. Definitely don't want to break anything. There we go. We're in. All right, we got it. That looks tons better. Okay, so I'm working on a cup holder on the door pocket right now. There's a crack right here. I'm gonna plastic weld that. Let's see how that turns out. Alright, so better than before. I'll probably need to see if I have some filler rod, which would be a zip tie in the right color to use. That's pretty close. Let's see if we can take this zip tie and melt it in here. This is on the inside where you won't see it anyway, so I'm not terribly worried about it. This doesn't have to be pretty, we just want it to not move. Okay, so you can see this crack goes actually from here all the way up and around. I'm not going to weld any of this because that's visible. So what I really wanted to do is just make it a little more stable here. And so the way that I did here should be stable enough to keep that from flexing a whole lot. And I think that'll be good. I might go over it one more time, putting a little more pressure. You can use, they make a soldering iron just for plastic welding, and I actually have a Harbor Freight one. But honestly, you can use any soldering iron. All you're doing is melting plastic together. So. The key is you don't want to go too deep and come out the other side. Okay, that will be, for my purposes, good enough. Got it all right there. Did not go through. It's not visible on this side at all, so I'm gonna call that good. And we'll be able to reinstall this thing, and that should keep it from cracking anymore. It's time to take out the console. I've started to get some of the wiring out. I have the door panel off. It's time to get this console out. There's a bunch of, look at this rat's nest of wiring. I think that's all from the car phone that was in the car at one point. You can see where that was mounted. So I'm gonna get all this console stuff out. We're gonna be swapping this car over to a manual, so I won't need the automatic console, and this console's kind of broken. I already have another one that Mike gave me, so, and it's got a manual bezel. So we're gonna go ahead and get this out of the way for now and figure out where all those wires are going and get rid of them. See, that's freaking disgusting down in there. So I have the console out now. It's laying over there and you can see it's got some issues. It's probably usable, honestly. Just needs to be cleaned up really well. Needs a lid. And that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's not in bad shape. It's definitely filthy though. Still have this mess of wires. One of the things I am super thankful for, someone took the time and put a connector on this radio, which is aftermarket, and they did not cut this factory harness. That harness is still the exact same harness that it came with from the factory. So I just need to plug that back in. So for now, I'm going to try and figure out where those wires go. They go under the carpet here somewhere, and I don't know where they go. So they don't come up through here. They don't go in there. It's kind of a mystery. So I think I'm going to take the seat out, the driver's side seat, and we'll see where that goes. Okay, got the seat out. I have cleaned up a little bit. You can see all that mess is gone. The cell phone box that went right there, apparently, it's gone. I have a little bit of rust here, which I knew about. There's a little more right there. Nothing terrible. That I can just patch. I'll just make some patches and fix that up. It goes a little bit over there too, no big deal. That part I can handle, no big deal. It's nothing like what we have on the 84. So, pretty good progress. I gotta figure out a color for the interior if I'm gonna go. I don't like this gray. I think I'm gonna go with a charcoal or black for the carpet. Probably charcoal. And not sure on the door panels yet. You can see these are pretty nasty. Those will clean up. I'm going to get my steamer out. Then my seat belts. These seat belts will be fine once they're cleaned up. You won't believe how that cleans up. It's going to be amazing. We'll get all that stuff cleaned up. I'm pretty sure they sell replacement sleeves for the front belts. This belt is pretty nasty. I think I can probably pressure wash this, believe it or not. So we'll pull that out and see if we can pressure wash it. If not, I'll send it and get it re-webbed. Maybe we'll do a different color seat belts. I'm gonna get rid of the back seat altogether. My kids won't fit back there, and that back seat's pretty useless, to be honest. So we'll just get rid of it. We'll do a back seat delete. I'll make some panels for down here like I did on Mike's car. And that's pretty much it. That automatic shifter will be going. I need a T56, so I'm gonna be on the hunt for one of those. I also need to figure out what I'm gonna do for an engine. I would love to do an LS3 or an LS7, but I guess we'll see. I still have some minor cleanup to do. Those switches, those are cheap. I may just buy another one. The writing's all gone. Same with the stalk here, so we'll see. Anyway, that's gonna do it for, I think, the whole video. I'm gonna compile a bunch of clips from me working on stuff, and I'll show you all the progress that I've made thus far, and then I'll just start working on another one. There's plenty of small stuff that I'm working on, and it's probably better off for me to just cut it all into one video. So it's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff that I'm working on, but that's what it's like working on a project car. I'm glad this one's in much better shape. I'm gonna make a lot of progress pretty quick on this one. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Stebbins Garage, and let me know what your favorite part of this build's gonna be. Take care.